Hey, troopers, tell you, right off the bat how things are going over here. Hope y'all had a great weekend. Uh, I know some of y'all deployed, away from home. A lot of things going through your mind, and you're running around with your head cow, trying to square away your unit. You feel for your platoon sergeants. You don't have an easy job. Your first sergeants. Always something to do out there. They don't cost much money. After all, there's work, and then there's play. I'll get right on to that afterwards. Going over a few articles here. First, we'll go over on Soldier's Prayer. If you've seen the latest videos, you'll see the copy of the Soldier's Prayer I gave out to y'all. Let's say a little prayer as you're out there taking knee. Oh Lord, may you look after me and my family. May you help me strive through bettering myself and others, O Lord. May you give me courage and strength when I'm feeling greatly challenged, O Lord. May you help me get through better times, even when I feel at a loss. May you help me guide those in need of interest to better friendship and peace. May you help me, those who are deployed. May you help them come home safe to those that love them, those that care for them, those that need them, those that sacrifice so much just so they can stay in uniform, walking alongside them, O Lord. God bless them, their families, and those your friends around you that care about you. And when it's all said and done, at the end of the day, may you know you did your best with integrity, honor, duty, country, and everything that God ever gave upon you that helped you get there thus far. Give thanks, O Lord, to those that helped me and guided me through school, through everything, just to help me get through that uniform. Remember, soldiers, it's not just the uniform that you're wearing. It's a uniform that symbolizes everything that God ever made bestowed upon you and represents the United States of America. Freedom is not free, O Lord. It comes with a price, and a great price to those that sacrificed everything they ever became. That sacrificed their very lives for this country and the world and their greatest interests of peace, hope, and everything else, and love. Thank you, Lord, for everything you ever did. Through it all, may you continue to be by my side and strengthen me inside. Amen. Now y'all get up. Get on. Let's go to the Army TV here. See, VBS Kids faith-based lessons was a great success. Yeah, as most of you may know, I go to Liberty and Memorial Chapel on Sundays. Hit two churches at once. If I could be Superman, I'd be hitting everybody else. Jewish, everybody. Islam, Muslim, you name it. I'd be going to y'all's churches too. Then we'd be flying back to Memorial Liberty. Boston Bulldogs visit summer reading group was a great success as well at the library for somebody who supports libraries all over the world, keeping y'all employed. Installation Superstar Soldiers Show is coming up this week. Write that down. Something that don't cost anything. You can bring your family. They're at the Wilson Theater this week. For those of you arriving, Since He Was a Teenager by Michael Val, choir assistant editor. Since he was a teenager, POC Brian McNeil has loved to sing and perform for audience at a church, in school, and throughout the community. Now that Fort Campbell Soldier is one of 19 cast members and 2 crew members in the 2014 U.S. Army Soldiers Show, and the only screaming eagle in the production to be representative of Fort Campbell is an honor, he said in a phone interview Friday from Georgia. Not only do I represent my division, but to show them that I am theirs and this is what I bring to the table. Hopefully they'll come out and support. The Soldier Show is a live variety program featuring performance that spans from Broadway musicals to country gospel, rhythm, and blues and top 40 songs. This show is a product of the U.S. Army Installation Management Command Army Entertainment Program. Since its modernization in 1983, I mean, you knew that. The Army Soldier Show has followed the motto Entertainment for the Soldier by the Soldier, which allows the Army to foster soldiers' talents while boosting the morale of the military community. Since P.T.A, Fort Campbell Morale Welfare and Recreation Marketing Coordinator, that's MWR, stands for the Soldier Show, is a way for the Army to showcase the myriad of talent an Army has to offer and the fact that we can incorporate such important themes such as resilience and awareness into a show just takes the product to a whole new level. The cast and crew are selected and amplify Army values of loyalty, duty, respect, self-service, honor, integrity, personal courage after volunteering to help with the setup of a previous soldier show tour at Fort Campbell. McNeil was inspired to audition for the 2014 production. After meeting the phenomenal talent, I know this was a worthwhile and meaningful opportunity, he said, to audition for this year's production. McNeil first submitted a video audition in which he sang 3 songs in 3 different genres. Just to get an overview of my voice and the different ranges of music that I could do, and the style for music I could sing, just to give myself a better chance of being part of the show, he said, which also takes place Wednesday, and it's free. It don't cost nothing. You walk in there, have a seat, chances are I'll be there bright and early. Music I could do and the style of music that I could sing just to give myself a better chance of being a part of the show. He said, during this live individual audition, McNeil sang a song I wrote titled Your Love. Not only I get a lot of good feedback, it gave me the extra boost because I had an original piece, he said. This year's social show's title, Stand Strong, explores the foundation elements of what that instills the strength and character of the soldier in the Army, according to ArmyMWR.com website. The Army was able to repackage that message of suicide awareness and prevention in a family-friendly way by incorporating the message from a dynamic and engaging 90-minute show. P.T.A said the show focuses on the importance of being resilient and knowing that our people and programs will be able to help, such as suicide is a reaction to stressors in an individual's life, and by creating an event which allows soldiers to laugh and enjoy time away from their stresses while educating them on the importance of resilience and suicide awareness is immeasurable. Word does travel around here, gosh darn. If it wasn't any more travel, I'd probably have a hard on thinking about it. I'm sure that's making a colonel laugh somewhere around here. Did I say that one too loud? Okay. Low sense of humor there. For McNeil, whose presumed motto is being strong, alive, and hearing, the theme of the production was inspiring. When I heard this message of the show, I said, well, I have to be a part of the show. I thank God that I'm a part of this message, he said. McNeil has several roles in each soldier show, but I admit that it's hard to narrow down a favorite. Meaning that I'm glad I'm not the one doing morale. I've been trying to prevent suicides around here. That's something that people take very personal. The signs aren't always there. This was why I've tried very hard reaching out to those people in the barracks, especially those without parents. You're not alone in that room. You certainly not the last while playing that Xbox. Did I say that one too loud? Okay. Xbox only goes so far. I'm sure he or she just opened the door, turned their light back on. God bless. Their brains are turning. Oh, wait a bit. That soldier actually cares to hear what kind of day I had. Gosh darn. They thought they were alone. Oh, I always tell like it is. Somebody can take a beating and still stand up. Supporting you folks, keeping you employed. Regardless of what uniform, what rank you have. There's no commercials here. There's no Visa card. No pay-per-views. I tell it like it is. I'm afraid to grab a general by the ear. Around here. That General McCombos picture too. Focuses on take care of. Continuing on, It's always performing because I'm a character at heart. He said the motor transportation operator with 101st Sustainment Brigade said he would take center in the show to sing the late Michael Jackson's Part of Love You Save, 1970 number one hit single recorded by the Jackson 5. I mean, knew that. It's really intense song. It's high energy fun. He said it's a lot of great harmony. It's a fun song. Having spent months on the road, Neil said the social show has been a rewarding experience that he would recommend to other soldiers. Do what you love, he said. It's one in a lifetime thing to travel around the world and see the world and perform for soldiers, getting that message out to soldiers that need that message. For a camel performance will be at 6 p.m. Wednesday, July 24, Wilson Theater, 93 Screaming Eagle Boulevard. It's go straight gate 4, coming into gate 4. Keep going straight. But don't turn off into the BS area. You'll miss it. Then you have to come all the way back into the parking lot trying to get over to the Plaza and then the Wilson Theater, which is next door to the post office. You went past the post office, you went too far. It's on your left, facing the post office, coming in the Wilson Theater. You can make a right. It's near post headquarters. You can't miss it. It's right on your right hand side, next to Glen Arts and Crafts Center. Speaking of that, they got an amazing wood shop area in there. If you want to build a dresser, put a picture frame together, they got nice people that are in there that do that all day long. Wait. Walk in there and don't be afraid after all. Jesus, I was a carpenter's son. Hello. Don't be afraid to touch wood. Yeah, you gotta take a tutorial safety video first before touching that radio. So, but hey, at least you know what you're doing afterward. Wait. Painting things for the kids, you name it. Always something going on. You see me in there once in a while doing a little clay decorating and wood shop and everything else. Let's see here. Doesn't matter. 24th on Wednesday. Sit back and have fun. He said, share when you have something you like, laugh when you have something that's funny. We feed off your energy, have fun, cause it's going to be a fun show. So that's something that's free. Don't cost nothing. It's the free part. Boston Bulldogs visit summer reading group by Sergeant Samantha Paul. First Brigade Combat Team. More than 200 children and parents participate in the Pulse for Reading program filled the halls of Dale Wayne Recreation Center for the final Robert E. F. St. Memorial Library annual summer reading program. July 10th, that went off real well. The program reaches out to children during the summer months and encourages them to continue reading while out of school, right here on the Post Library. We provide summer reading logs where children can log the number of minutes they read, and said Jackie Downs, a librarian at Robert F. Sink Memorial Library. There's no limit to the number of books children can read. Even younger children can participate because of adults or older siblings can read to them. Each year, the library announces a unique theme to summer program. This year's theme was Pause for Reading, an amazing program for the summer for kids, keeping kids educated while enjoying their summer. Emphasis on animals. Down said we had an animal-themed story time and craft each week of the summer reading program for K.R., being a parent myself. During Thursday events, Boston, a bulldog and mascot for 1st Brigade Combat Team 101st Airborne Division, socialized with the children while his trainer, Anthony Walters, answered questions on animal care and Boston's history. Boston is the 8th bulldog to represent 1st BCT, explained Walters, historical advocate for the Boston mascot. He loves being around the children, Walters said. It's so rewarding to watch Boston interact with everyone. Down said she thought Boston was a huge hit, especially with kids. We are sincerely thankful Mr. Walters brought Boston to our event. Down said the JFI also included speakers from the veterinary unit and demonstration by military working dogs. Down said this year had an exceptionally high number of participants. She was thrilled to see everyone having a good time. Literacy is a great tool. Down said we want to expose children to as many things as possible and books and are grateful to do that. You can travel or experience things through a character that's possibilities are endless. And when you help a child or any patron that matter discovers a new treasure to book, that feeling is wonderful. And you know, this Army Chief does book reading following this program to kids everywhere. After all, it broadens the minds of kids to sit there and spend some time with your son or daughter and read to them. Help them stay educated. Less P.T.A. meetings that way. Hi, your kid is having a hard time pronouncing certain words. There's a hint. Don't say it until you want and let it hit you in the rear. For a parent. Go. You can thank me later. I helped you out on that one. Communicate. That's also another important word. Fudge cake. Why I say fudge cake in front of my son? Because the last thing I need him saying is F-U-C-K. Yeah, I didn't say that word. No. You've seen Meet the Parents, the movie, part where he says, it came from somebody. Then who said it then? Oh, it was the neighbor's kid. Yeah, that's it. The dog. I'm sure that's going to run real well over with the nearest parent P.T.A. maybe. Golly. I'm down with the teacher. Well, Mikey, huh? It must have been Joey Joe over there. He's only 5. Gosh darn, he can speak. Let's get shit, Sally. Down, Sid. As you can see, messed on the 1st Brigade Combat Team for his airborne days, relaxed to chill and pet him at the Robert Epstein Memorial and summer reading program found July 10th this year. The team focused on animal busters meant to help spread awareness about pet care. Pet care program. You see that? Ain't that cute? Oh, squiddle it. You know, they do have a veterinary center on site. I believe it's near gate 10. Also, supporting our military veterans and their beloved pets to ensure pets are reunited with their owners following deployment or emergency hardship. America supports you. Proud member. AmericanSupportsYou.mil. All volunteer assignments at non-profit. I wrote, discussed that one. Duh. Right. Email address. Dun, dun, dun. Guardian Angels for Soldiers Pet.org donations. All donations for national office. Ta-da! Squirrely. Next. Let's do World War II veterans. They all wake up and smell the garbage. Especially when they're dealing with siblings. You gotta have coffee first. Then sister can come in. Suicide private. Gotta keep them siblings in line. Come over here. No coffee. Not a good idea. I have both guns ablazing. Oh, why? By your bet, Smith. The National Tennessee. It has been more than 7 years since members of the 506th Parachute Infantry Regiment 101st Airborne Division was dropped into Normandy, France as part of Operation Overlord on D-Day, a pivotal moment in ending World War II. With mission to seize and control the high ground overlook the beaches, clear the way for Allied armored divisions. The Screaming Eagles filled the sky above Normandy as they entered into combat for the first time June 6, 1944. In commemoration of the service and elite history of the 101st Airborne Division, the Tennessee State Museum opened the Rendezvous with Destiny exhibit at the Military Branch Museum, June 6th, the 70th anniversary of D-Day invasion. Squared away soldiers purchased where to make a training jump circa 1944. That's what the photo shows. And for more information, the exhibit will also showcase selected scenes from HBO series Band of Brothers while features the Division Easy Company. Throughout the cooperation of HBO 101st Airborne Division Post, World War II service is also recognized throughout the exhibit. We are proud that the 101st Airborne Division is here at Fort Campbell, which is a very important part of Tennessee and Kentucky. There was certainly reason for us to highlight the 101st Airborne exhibit in Palmyra. The exhibit is free to the public and will be on view through January 10th. Military Branch Museum is located at 301 6th Avenue North, Nashville. Write that down. Amazing place to see military history, other than the Pratt Museum, which is right on base in back of the commissary next to the brand new American, brand new Eagle ceremonial area, not far away. Past Burger King you went to for. As you can see, a nice little photo right there. God bless you, World War II veterans. Y'all stop by, see, pay some respects to some World War II veterans, their photos, everything they ever did. Ain't that an amazing photo of inspiration? Also, Post recognizes Korean War vets. God bless you, Korean War vets. Jerry Gray, Wright, 107th Airborne Regiment Combat Team veteran, presents the unit's yearbook to retired Major General Seong-woo Choi of the Republic of Korea. Army Choi traveled from South Korea to speak at the Fort Campbell Korean War Commemoration Ceremony Monday by Special Gary M. 372nd Mobile Public Affairs Detachment. More than 100 people gathered at Fort Campbell's Wilson Theater Monday to commemorate the 61st anniversary of the end of the Korean War. The ceremony included remarks from Fort Campbell Garrison Commander Colonel David Buck Dillinger, who's also having a conference coming up in August at the Sports Lodge. So y'all more on that one later. I plan on being there. Choi of the Republic of Korea, among Rose, President of Korean American Association of Korea. The association also featured a performance of traditional music and dance by South Korean students. I'm so proud to be here. With all these heroes who served in the Korean War, Rose said we must remember the sacrifices they have made and continue to make in service of our country, sometimes called the Forgotten War. The Korean War began June 25, 1950, when North Korean forces crossed the 338th parallel and invaded South Korea with People's Republic of China fighting on the other side of North Korea. The United States fighting on the side of South Korea. The war claimed lives of more than 500,000 soldiers on both sides and an estimated 2.5 million civilians until the armistice agreement ended the fighting July 27, 1953. I mean, y'all didn't know that coming out of college or high school. When did the Korean War end? I don't know. I had to get back to you on that one. I just told you. For the 14th consecutive year, Choi traveled from his home in South Korea to thank veterans of the conflict. Thank you indeed for coming here today to join us in the appreciation of our heroes, Korean War veterans, and the former U.S. service members. Said Choi, my honorable war veterans and my fellow U.S. service members who have been stationed in Korea to defend democracy and freedom. You are the true heroes today and deserve all the gratitude and respect of other Koreans as well as all Americans. Choi expressed his appreciation to the veterans first as soldiers, then as public servants. My job was serving people at the end. At the same time, there's one more thing that I always had in mind. That was to say thank you to the Korean War veterans who had come to defend a faraway land, Korea, that they never heard of. They fought for the Koreans that they didn't know. Dillinger told the story of the 187th Airborne Regiment Combat Team Racketsons, describing their flawless execution of airborne tactics. He said, the most critical factor is that the soldiers must be agile, adaptive, and strong character. Without this exceptional soldiers, without these exceptional veterans afforded by challenging training, the execution would not likely have been successful if not been time after time. One of these exceptional veterans, Jerry Gray, had a special surprise for a retired general. Going off script, Gray presented Choi with a 105th Airborne Regiment Combat Team Yearbook. In it, he'll find mass pictures of brave men who went before us. Gray said there isn't anyone left to pass it down from the unit, so I wanted Choi to have it. After the remarks, the audience was treated to performance of traditional Korean music and dance by South Korean students dressed in traditional Korean outfits. These students played instruments, danced In sang Korean love songs, they finished their performance with a crowd-pleasing rendition of Let It Go from Disney's Frozen using a full orchestra of traditional Korean instruments. Finishing the ceremony, Choi presented with each veteran with a ceremonial medal and certificate of thanks. There is no higher pleasure than to thank you, veterans who came to help Korea. Choi said, I am honored to thank you myself. As you can see, that's Jerry Gray Wright, an 150th Airborne Regimental Combat Team veteran, presents the unit's yearbook to retired Major General Seong Woo Choi of Republic of Korea Army. Choi traveled from South Korea to speak at the Fort Campbell Korean War commemoration ceremony. That's him right there. Korean warrior. God bless you, sir. Sir. My family. Alright. So something that one of the pastors was talking about for morale support here. Face life's challenges positive with self-control. Do you understand what that means? Your feelings are your what? If you recall months back in several videos, your feelings are your what? Think about it. Somebody who has a psychology degree. Your feelings in relationship one-on-one are your friends. They always lead you in the right direction. Sometimes anger can lead to remorse, compassion, understanding, relations. Take your frustrations out at the gym, not in your families. Move your hard parts over there. Xbox games all everything. Then come back and play more Xbox and then solve an issue. Come back to the table. Don't run from an argument, especially if you're both wrong. Is anyone too loud? Okay. And yelling outside the nearest neighbor over your arguing one-on-one doesn't solve anything. Take a time out, come back, sit at the table, and say, okay, let's work this out. Takes two people, not one. Alright? By Captain Lewis and the 101st Airborne Combat Aviation Brigade. The Comprehensive Soldier and Family Fitness Fitness CSF2 program is designed to strengthen all parts of the Army, family soldiers, their families, and Army civilians. Its mission is as follows: to increase the physical and physiological health, resilience, and enhance the performance of the soldiers, families, and Army civilians under the scope of CSF2 and 5 core strengthen social, emotional, family, spiritual, and physical. Reflecting on the emotional performance of the soldier and family fitness, the program states that approaching life's challenges in positive, optimistic way by demonstrating self-control, stamina, and good character with your choices and actions can increase resilience. It's here with emotional. This short article well focused. Emotionally, God has created us to be able to face life's challenges in a positive, self-control way by giving His children those in Christ the fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Love, hope, faith. I'm on a wall here. If you read Galatians 5-22 through 24, these gifts are critical for His children and the soldier and the family of the Army. This is true especially as we face the many challenges of deployment and missions of the Army. 1 year in the Army quickly enlightens one understanding of all that is necessary in order to maintain both stamina and good character. If we are not walking in the spirit of truth, we will succumb to the pressures of military life. Which ultimately lead to bad choices and wrong actions. So put on the Lord Jesus Christ daily and walk in the Spirit so that you will not be overcome by the world, the flesh, and the stresses of military life. Take your emotions and bring them under the authority of the Lord Jesus so that you can walk in a way that is pleasing to Him. Let your choices and actions demonstrate one being controlled by the Spirit and not the flesh. Think about that one real hard. Let God give His way with your emotions, since He is the one who has created you in His image. This is the way to be truly resilient emotionally. Also, it's good to talk things out respectfully to one another. Remember, you're both human beings, you both have feelings. Work it out. All else fails. Don't argue in front of kids, especially 5-year-olds. It's not gonna roll over too well when they're trying to get. You want them to pass school, not fail school, because you're standing there arguing and running out. But when they get older, they'll understand that mommy and daddy are trying to work things out. It takes two. We all have fights somewhere along the line, and some good, and some that need serious table chilling. Been there, trust me. See all you deployed soldiers, gosh darn, you must be sweating bullets over there. Y'all thought you were alone? You're not. Heck, and they sure as heck not the last to wear them desert nice little boots over there. Combat effective as you are. You can be combat effective all you want. Your health ain't in check and you're sitting there dehydrated. What the hell good are you in front of your platoon? Better square yourself away. You might get wrote up for damaging government property. Bullfrog is your best friend. You seen Black Hawk Down the movie? You might want to take some notes, soldier. No matter if you're a dang ensign. Wake up. Like walking around looking red as a tomato? Wear some sunscreen, SPF 50 while you got it. Golly, Hawaiian Tropics, they got a BX mobile station right there. Don't give me that nonsense. Go walk to your hind parts over there during chow hour. Got an apple at the nearest food store too. Walked your hind parts all the way back to chow hall. Gave it to the nice chef. Hopefully the chef, he or she will cook better by morning so that your eggs don't taste like water too. You get a lot of clapping. That's the realization of reality trying to kick you in the rear. It's not 4 a.m. yet, thank God. That gives you 4 more hours of sleeping sitting there shamming instead of working. Thought I didn't have that one figured out? Use a calculator. Square yourselves away. 4 hours of break time, 4 hours of stress and quietness, 4 hours of stargazing. What have you, Xbox playing. Golly. Where's that Comanche who can run 8 miles on vodka? And still say that's on Moros back there. I'll try to catch up. He ain't even on vodka. He's on water. My bad. Only for me to turn around and respond, I'd like to see you do that on rum. Just trying to take us in. Square away, soldiers. Square yourselves away. Watch your hell. I always tell it like this. Some soldiers ask me, gosh darn, son, I see you everywhere. Well, if I could be 3 places at once, I'd be moving my sofa into your office. And my TV. Teddy bears, far away. Pillow, squared away. Xbox, tennis racket, and golly. You single soldiers in the barracks thought you were all alone? Aww. Maybe if I spray paint your door, say hi with a nice little sticky pad there. All dirty light would say, gosh, there is a God. Someone's actually trying to communicate. It's not tell folks no. It's one under the door saying hi. Welcome to reality. When you open your front door, there's me to greet you. My smiling face. Oh wait, there's a THX Booster BX surround sound system guy right next door who was using his stuff for Xbox playing. He's about to turn that baby up to 30 mic dBs, okay? It's about to shake the whole barracks room because he wants you to know he's trying to communicate, he or she's trying to communicate to you and help you realize the sudden realization of his clapping sound that you're not alone in the world. They're trying to say hi. They tried the skateboard knocking scene, Toy Story. Didn't work, obviously. They tried coming and approaching you in front of your platoon. Didn't work, gosh darn. Maybe sign language. That's the universal sign for love, by the way. And out there, a 4-year-old knows what that means. Probably did. You see, make the parents say those. That's them trying to say hi. They care about you. They're wondering how your day went. Gosh darn, you're not actually looking at bills all day long, staring at you in the face. Now that's a reality check. Wouldn't it be nice to have a friend standing there who knows how that feels instead of you staring at four walls and a no smoking sign? Oh, you thought you were low? Well, you're not. That's me saying hi, with them blasting their THX surround sound system next door. Now you feel special, privates. Gosh darn. If any more special, them cheeks would be turning past red. They'd be looking tomato color. Okay, stop blushing. That's an actual guy with a six-pack who looks better than your boyfriend. My bad. People almost lost the bet the other area because they were wanting to see what was under the t-shirt at the last Blvd pool party. I had a shirt on. Sorry, ladies. You have to envision that one on a poster on the ceiling somewhere hidden, away from your nearest boyfriend. Did I say that one too loud? Wait away. Where's Bob Hope? Ain't seen him anymore. God, please. American Profile. Question. Big test. So you all know the July 4th Carnival? Well, if you ever been to Big Tet State Fair, Texas, September 26th through October 19th, you'll get to see the biggest dang air statue known to mankind. And Big Tet. Paris all around the on the sea. Some people actually have to see it. They gotta look, not just look at it on Good Morning America or TV. They want to see it. It's the biggest ball of yarn not far away from here in the U.S. Biggest ball of recycled stuff. The 75-gallon hat wearing 55-foot cowboy statue and official greeter of the annual state fair began in 1929 as a Santa Claus statue commissioned by the local Chamber of Commerce to drum up Christmas shopping at Kearns, Texas. Then in 1951, former fair president R.L. Thornton purchased the statue for $750. That's a dang donkey dollars. Doggy dollars. I hired Dallas artists to transform Santa into a giant cowboy, hence Big Tex, who has stood watched over fairgoers ever since. The fair has softened his looks over the years. State's Fair spokesman Sue Gooden, 69, the nose job, an addition of mechanical arms, and the wave and installation of remote speaker system that gives you the voice towering Texan at age 50. His temples were painted gray. An electrical fire destroyed much of Big Tex in 2012, but a taller and heavier, stronger version returned to the anchor of the fairgrounds last year. Below that is Butter Cow, Iowa State Fair, Des Moines, August 7th through 17th. She made a whole calf out of butter. And that butter only was sold for over a century. 600 pounds of butter were transformed to a perfectly sculptured cow by way of tools mostly found in common kitchen by sculpture hands and served as the proud symbol of the Iowa State Fair. You see that? Now that's squared away. All out of butter. You people at Arts and Crafts thought you were all along. Oh, you see that? Out of butter. Below that is Bring on the Blue Ribbons. These nice ladies know how to make blueberry, apple from Vermont, key lime pie, Florida, sugar cream pie, Indiana, Boston green pie, Massachusetts. They can make a pie and make you look cute at the same time. The rides are a blast. The animal exhibits are so cute, but no visit to State Fair is complete without a slice of delectable overstuffed pie. Every state fair offers its own variety of pie baking contests of celebrating what else? The best local fair. And George Peach Pie is a sure bet. Michigan's got its cheers. Idaho is known for potatoes. But when it comes to pie, wild huckleberries take the cake. Here's a few official state pies. God bless. Alright. Goes without saying. Oh, things to do around here that don't cost much money. You ever been in the bowling alley? There's the Commons, the golf course out there. There's a lot of buildings out there that I'm trying vaguely hard to not stare at all day long, trying to figure out how to keep this business going. Because when it's closed, it's costing the base commander a lot of money, which is not a good thing. You want that business running, not shut down, parking lot empty. That's not a great feeling. That's 50,000 in the hole per week or more. That's a lot of doggy dollars. Snack bars, what have you. I mean, thank God you're on base, or you'd be really in trouble financially. That's, those small business employees, I have so much respect for you. At least you tried, if not greater, and expanded your business. I would expand. Heck, I'd go out with a bang. Gosh darn, Daddy is out over there in Washington trying to keep you all open for business. He's not afraid to sit in the big chair and sit there and drink some serious coffee before snarling. But you get these people, we're going to have a serious freaking problem. That's just the East Siders after Mud Pilot coffee intake, okay? Then you have to come home and deal with me. Just a lot on board after coffee. Well, I remember soldiers, suicidal, child abuse. There are signs that aren't always shown. Touchy subject I covered the last 2 months. You see something, be a friend. Don't be someone with their tail tucked between their legs. That's not a friend. That's someone that's not even worth friendship. Do the right thing. Say something. Care. Communicate. Show some kind of anti-depressing mood. Hey, I noticed you had lost a family member the other day. Sorry to hear. Here's a get well card. My bad. I should have done this darn week ago the other day. Things happen in life, at least they want you to remember how they lived, not how they died. Remember that one. Especially you kids. Kids who lost parents in the line of duty, remember one thing. They want you to stay in school, stay educated, and succeed with your life. They gave you life, live it. Much love, all you kids. If I could every single one of you at Starbucks, I would. Trust me. Big ol' hugs. Yeah, kids, you gotta be good, because if you drive your parents crazy, there's something seriously wrong here. It's my job. You drive them crazy when you get home. Followed by Star Wars and everything else. Moving on. Stay hydrated. August is not far around the corner. Fall season, weather changing. Stock up on cold, common cold. Parents. I done daggone told you. Stuff runs out. Where's Walgreens when you need it? Oh, I know. Where's the nearest Walgreens? It's not far from Gate 2. There's a fudge cake hint. Don't wait till there's a downpouring of rain and your kid's got a fever. Bach Hospital can't cover everything unless you want to plan on waiting 12 hours in the ER. I mean, come on. They'll turn you around. Oh, there's tiny infant drops. Why didn't you get that when you had the chance over here at this hospital? That would have been nice. It would have beat the clock for 5 hours of sitting there trying to figure out what's going on. Because you failed, they pick up the phone and say, gee, this is so-and-so. My kid's, running through your common cold. What do I do now? Helps to communicate with your wife. That would be it. Go get that nice Sudafed. Read the directions in the back of the label. Tylenol. Walgreens has has stuff that's non-generic, a major rule. They don't use generic stuff. Mm, they have real stuff that works. I missed a couple uh, title infant jobs, good for infants. Read the back. It's dummy proof. If you're not sure, call a nurse. They have one on call, doctors on call at hospitals clean. I got a good one. That's what she gets paid for. Out of heart, she does that. Nurses. Don't be afraid to call medical staff. Not rocket science. Better to be safe than sorry. Look at your kid. Think of your dad, what they did for you, your parents. You were a kid once. Wake the heck up. That's all in one sentence. Gosh darn. Well, hope y'all having a great week. Remember, be kind to one another. That person standing next to you, just because they're from certain Istanbul, Japan, Afghanistan, that doesn't mean they won't save your hind parts when you need it sooner or later down the line. Respect them for it, especially those who know samurai. They know the ways of the samurai. Martial arts, you name it. British, God bless them, Australians out there. Those people know what Afghanistan looks like, backwards and forwards. You know, it's not an easy terrain to master. Something there for you. Respect them for that, for saving your life when it comes down to it. After all, if I had my way, y'all be wearing black, yellow stripes with some nice pink dots, a little food coloring in there. Then we all be really equal, huh? I always tell it like it is. After all, in God's eyes, we all are equal. One color, especially wearing that uniform. United States military, much love. Y'all hang in there. Stay motivated. Remember to write your families, your friends, those that helped you get there thus far. That would be beneficial to your next career. Like college. Don't forget those that helped you get there. Remember to thank those that gave you life. God bless y'all. Right here at home.